It's very, very encouraging and exciting to think about somebody that has maybe been out of school for 20 or 30 years. Maybe it's a 50 or 60 or 70-year-old person that goes to college for the very first time at an elderly age. Welcome to today's daily devotion. Let's talk about that for a minute. Are you willing to learn is our title today. Are you willing to learn? In the book of Exodus in chapter 33 and verses 12 and 13, listen what Moses has to say. And Moses said to the Lord, "You have been telling me, lead these people, but you have not let me know whom you will send with me. You have said, I know you by name, and you have found favor with me. If you are pleased with me, teach me your ways so I may know you and continue to find favor with you. Remember that this nation is your people." Teach me your ways. Moses he was wanting to know from the very best. He was given a task to go and lead the Israelite children, to lead them out of a life of bondage and carry them into a life of freedom. But he didn't claim to know it all. Moses came up with every excuse that he could try to find to stop from going and doing this job. To go and to do the job that God had given him. He tried everything he could to get out of it, and he tries, I can't speak well, I got a stutter, I got this. But God, when God's for you, who can be against you? When God's for you, whenever he tells you to do something. But you see, you have to be willing to learn. And so Moses says, all right, hey, I'm going to do this, but who are you going to send with me, and how am I going to know, and how? I want you to teach me your ways. See, I want to do it your way instead of doing it my way. Just listen. If I'm going to have my tooth worked on, you would think that I would go to a dentist. I wouldn't try to go to a car mechanic to work on my tooth. I want to go to the very best. I want the very best dentist to work on my tooth. If I'm going to have a heart surgery, I want the very best doctor that was studied, that knows the heart, that was willing to learn, to put in the extra time. He made the 100 on his test instead of making the 70 on his test. I want the very best. I want the person that was willing to learn. And I ask you that. Are you willing to learn? God's got a lot of great things in store for you. God's got a lot of great things for you to do in this life, but are you willing to learn how to go and do them? Are you willing to learn from the Master, God himself, to be able to tackle the task that he sent you to do? Well, I'm telling you, are you willing to learn? Moses said, I'm willing to learn. Teach me your ways. Ask God that today. God, teach me your ways. I hope this encourages you. God bless you. We'll see you again soon.